Hey, have you ever found yourself settling for something you didn't really want? That could be a job, a relationship, a lifestyle, just because you thought you should be grateful for it. If you're like many of us, yes, you have, myself included. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about why so many of us keep accepting life's breadcrumbs when the universe is ready to serve us a full feast. Hey, friends, welcome back to Aligned for Wealth, the podcast that helps ambitious professionals and busy leaders balancing work, family, and big goals build wealth that aligns with your peace, purpose, and prosperity. I'm your host, Taydonna Nagle, wealth alignment coach, financial educator, and founder of Legendary Wealth Builders. And each week we'll have real conversations about money, mindset, and meaning because true wealth isn't just about what's in your bank account. It's about how you live, love, and lead from alignment. And in today's episode, we're talking about desire, belief, and the truth about living in abundance. Because the universe is not on a budget. So why are you acting like it? So recently, I was having a conversation with a few friends of mine, and we started talking about manifestation. We started talking about abundance and the universe. And we had compared the universe to a restaurant where you can order whatever you want. Any and everything that you desire is on the menu. I'm talking about you want a dream home, that's on the menu. You want a loving partner, you want a fit body, you want peace, you want joy, you want financial freedom, you want adventure. Whatever your heart desire is literally on the menu. Nothing is off limits. There's no shortage of anything. Nothing is ever sold out. Nothing is ever out of stock. But here's one thing that most people don't believe. Most people don't actually believe that they can have whatever they want. Most people don't actually believe that they could really order whatever they want off of this menu. They may see other people living a life that they desire. They may see other people celebrating their blessings, but secretly they doubt that it could ever happen for them. Maybe they're telling themselves stories from their past that they feel disqualify them, or that it's too late for them, or that it's going to take forever and it's not going to happen in their lifetime. But those are self-made limitations. Those aren't limitations that's coming from God. Those are limitations that's coming from us. Because we serve an abundant God. We live in an abundant universe. And if we're not seeing what we desire, it's usually because of one or two reasons. The first one being we don't fully believe it's possible. If we're not seeing it, we may not believe that it's possible for us. We may see that it's possible for other people, but eliminate ourselves from that possibility. Or two, we have not yet put in the aligned work to receive our desires. Because everything that we desire, it does take some sort of work. It does take some sort of effort. And if you haven't put in the aligned work and the aligned effort, you may not be manifesting what you desire. Now, not all work is created equal. So that's why I said aligned work. Because just because you're busy and you're working hard doesn't mean that you're busy and working hard at the right things that's going to get you to your desired outcome. And a lot of times, and I said this in a previous episode, sometimes we say it just wasn't meant to be. But often that's not the case. Often we just stop believing or we stop moving in faith. So therefore we don't see the desired results just yet. And as my friends and I were talking, we kind of thought of this example of imagine going into a restaurant. And in this restaurant, you can order exactly what you want to order. Imagine you go into a restaurant. It's a classy 5-star restaurant. This is chef renowned, well-known restaurant. And you order the filet mignon, some garlic mashed potatoes, some veggie, something incredibly delicious. And imagine the waitress. She comes back with your order and she gives you some chicken nuggets instead of the filet mignon that you ordered. Would you just accept the chicken nuggets graciously and eat them just because there's people starving out there? Will you say, oh, I should just be grateful that I have anything to eat because there's plenty of people that are starving in the world that don't have anything. So I'm just going to graciously accept my chicken nuggets. I don't want to let the server know that this isn't what I ordered or this isn't what I desire. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm just going to keep my mouth closed. I would hope not. I would hope that you would let the server know respectfully, excuse me, this isn't what I ordered. That, they must have mixed up your order. This must be someone else's order. And that you would advocate for yourself and speak up and say you ordered the filet mignon with garlic mashed potatoes and veggies, and not just accept whatever someone hands over to you. And I know that we're talking about food in this example, but in life, how often do we accept whatever is handed over to us? That we're just so gracious to have anything. We don't even speak up when it's not what we desire. We just accept the chicken nuggets and eat them, sometimes begrudgingly, because this isn't actually what we wanted. And sometimes it's not our fault, right? We have been groomed to accept crumbs. A lot of us have been groomed to accept the minimum. People tell us that we should be grateful, we should be thankful. And a lot of times they say that because they're not able to meet our desires, they're not able to meet our expectation. So kind of to lower our enthusiasm, they tell us that we should be grateful. And then we take this in all other areas of our life. I should be grateful because I have a great paying job. I should be grateful because I have a roof over my head. I should be grateful because of insert whatever it may be. And I'm not disagreeing that we should be grateful for what we have because it's definitely a blessing. But it doesn't mean that we can't desire more for ourselves. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't be trying to obtain more for ourselves. It doesn't mean that we can't hold gratitude and also a desire to do better, or to hold gratitude and also know that this may not be enough in this season, even if it was enough in another season. Because quite frankly, accepting the bare minimum or accepting less or playing small doesn't honor you. And it also doesn't honor God, who says that you can have exceedingly abundantly above all things. You are allowed to dream bigger than the goals that others have set for you, than the goals that others have for you. You are allowed to outgrow the mold in the box that others put you in. You are not required to limit your dreams to match someone else's comfort zone. And to be honest, I've been there. I've had the success, the corporate career, the income, the lifestyle, the relationship, most of the things that would look great on paper to other people. And yet I still felt disconnected and unfulfilled. I remember feeling like I should be so much happier than this. I'm sitting in what a lot of people would consider a great home. I have everything that I thought that I wanted around me, and still have that feeling that something was missing, because I built a life that looked successful but didn't feel aligned to me. So then I had to get real on what does alignment to me even feel like. Because you can have financial success, you can have the degrees, the relationships, check all the boxes and still feel empty inside. Because money in your job is how you build a living. But alignment is how you build fulfillment. And when you're out of alignment, even success feels shallow. It feels hollow. But when you're aligned, even the small wins feels really fulfilling and successful. And that's what this podcast and this brand of aligning for wealth is really all about. Because it's more than just managing your money or multiplying your income. That's not incorrect, but it is incomplete. You also have to make sure that your wealth supports your wholeness. So when I talk about freedom, I don't just mean financial freedom. I mean the freedom to live on your own terms, to rest when you need to rest, to say no without feeling guilty, to say yes when it feels aligned and connected. Because abundance isn't something you chase, it's something that you align with. And the universe isn't on a budget, right? God isn't just rationing out blessings depending on how much work you've done. So if you could order anything off of the menu of life with no limitations, no fear, no guilt, what would it be? What would you actually order? Take a second and picture it. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it feel to truly believe it's possible for you to have all the desires of your heart? That's the energy I want you to carry, because what you believe is going to be what you begin to attract. You have to believe that you can have it, because if you don't believe that you can have it, it's not going to believe that you can have it either. It's all about embodying the energy of it as well. So as we move into our aligned move of the week, which we do every week, which is a simple, powerful action that you could take right now to bring your money, mindset, and life into a deeper alignment. Because listening is good, but let's face it, alignment happens when you take action, when you move. So here's your aligned move for the week. I want you to ask yourself, where in my life am I accepting the breadcrumbs when I'm accepting the chicken nuggets, when I really want the filet mignon? Is there an area in your life where you are accepting something less than what you ordered, something less than what you desire? It might be in your career. It might be in your relationships. It might be in your finances. It could even be in how you're seeing yourself. But once you recognize it, I want you to decide to send it back to the kitchen. Decide to believe that what you truly desire is already available to you. Because God didn't show you the vision to tease you. He did not put that desire in your heart to taunt you. He showed it to you to remind you what's possible. And if you see other people out there with it, you definitely know it's possible. And if it's possible for them, then it's absolutely possible for you. Because remember, gratitude doesn't mean settling. It means knowing you deserve the best and giving thanks to the best before it even arrives. So if today's episode spoke to you and you're ready to stop shrinking your dreams to fit into your budget and start expanding your dreams and your budget to fit into your desires, I want to personally invite you to my free masterclass, Invest to Be Free. It's where I teach you how to build wealth, create flexibility, and invest with confidence. And it's all about in alignment with your peace, purpose, and prosperity. Because real freedom is not a finish line. It is a lifestyle. And it all starts with alignment. Remember, the universe isn't on a budget. So if you want to join my free masterclass, click somewhere below in the show notes to sign up. And thank you again for listening. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, friends, stay aligned, stay abundant. And remember, your dreams are waiting for you to order. So put in your order now.